Welcome to the No Fame Podcast. Hello! Welcome to... Nope. Hello! Welcome to No Fame! That's better, right? We're a Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop role-playing podcast. Welcome back to Stories from the Shore. My name is Justin Crane, and I am your... my buttons. And I am your... Dungeon Master! Yeah, sure. I am joined by some amazing people that I'm very excited to sit down and play some D&D with remotely online, various parts of North America. First and foremost, we have Kai. Can you please tell the world who listens to this podcast a little bit about yourself and where people can find you and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Kai. I am Kyle Cosplay on ye old internet. I mostly play over on Gut Punch RP, and tonight I am portraying Brysa Blue, the Druid.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Andy.
No, it's my turn. Hi there, I'm Andy. I'm a hero of hearts on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and probably some other places that I've forgotten. I am the Dungeon Master of the Charisma Saving Show, and tonight I'm playing Jort 19.
Yeah, Jort.
I figured out the other voice I was trying to do after last time, and I was like, this is much better. This is like annoyingly Batman, but sexy. But here we are. I'm gonna be a smoker. I'm using this one instead.
It's okay. We know that voices evolve over time.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll just save the other voice for CSS.
We'll be full-blown English by the end of it. Grayson.
Speaking of.
Hello.
Why? This voice is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. Hi, I'm Captain Grayson. You can find me on Twitter and, other social media, mainly Twitter. You could also find me playing Locke over on the Charisma Saving Show, where you get to hear my wonderful rendition of Oliver Twist.
True. It's true. Amazing. Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess, or Dr. Psych Owl. You can find me on the things and the stuff as Dr. Psych Owl, except for on Twitter, where I'm Dr. Psych Owl TV. I am the founder and one of the DMs over at Gut Punch RP. I am playing... Hang on, let me vocally run into this. Hey, y'all, I'm playing Tammy Fisher Moore, former reality TV and psychic extraordinaire. You can call me Sweet Tea Medium.
The network television show, Sweet Tea Medium. What is network TV? Amazing. And yeah, my name is Justin. This is what I do. I'm on No Fame. I'm here. I do stuff. We stream sometimes. Hey, you know what? Actually, I'll bring this up. We've been raising money for Planned Parenthood during our morning stream, so stop by and donate. It's good. It's good stuff. If nothing else, to do some good with our morning streams, because everything else is a big joke about Nutcoin. So if you don't know, well, you should tune in and find out. Amazing. Well, I think with that, friends, we should get into episode 3 of Stories from the Shore. Friends, previously on Stories from the Shore, Arambor, our reserved, shadowy lad, was placing posters of his brother downtown, ran into a local artisan sub shop employee, and was drawn to the old arcade by the sound of police sirens. Risa, our seer of vibes, was going through their morning ritual when they noticed a few things. One of their crystals had broken, and the crack had seemingly gotten worse overnight. And also, a red truck belonged to an odd bearded gentleman hanging out on the beach was still parked nearby, with the old gentleman nowhere in sight. Tammy, our former TV psychic, met up with a duo recording a show known as Podcast. Selena Snow and Mike were in town to interview TikTok superstar Big Dale 6969, but the hospital wouldn't let anyone in that wasn't a close relative of Dale. And lastly, but not leastly, our eclectic paranormal investigator, Jorthaniel, was called into town to meet up with an Alice Bell, looking for leads on her missing sister, Catherine. Jort was told he could stop by Catherine's house to look around and was given Alice's number. Taking in the sights, Jort ran into Sweet Tooth's Confectionery, a local candy shop, where he met the owner, Fenris Sweet. Jort had happened to catch an odd trailing tendril trailing off the back of this strange fellow. Dispelling this odd translucent string, Jort purchased some candy and went to get bearings around town. To see what was up in this small, quaint community. Risa was pulled to the arcade for the same reason as Arambor, as the police had made quite a scene while getting there. As the podcast van was driving by, Tammy told Mike to stop as they needed to know what was going on there. Arambor, trying to distract from the fact that he was hidden in shadows, used his innate abilities to draw the eyes of everyone near the arcade as he decloaked from his gloomed position. Tammy took a few minutes to hone their psychic abilities, finding that this place had a void of feeling, like something was missing from this area. Inside, the arcade was absolutely trashed from various teens breaking in, drinking, smoking, setting fires, and destroying the interior. Even the two mascots of the arcade, Beverly Beaver and Maurice Moose, did not go free. Their fur was torn and tattered, revealing framework underneath, and what little fur did remain was covered in various liquids from a variety of beverages. You all moved further into the arcade, accidentally triggering the motion sensor of these animatronics that flanked the door. Tammy felt a surge of energy, as if the void that was missing was becoming temporarily filled before dissipating again. Inside the main arcade floor, you found a small setup, a laptop and a mic, some bottles, snacks, pillows, blankets, and a backpack. Selena and Mike began to set up their camera in the corner as Jort was working on powering up the laptop that they found. Risa found a dull but intact crystal within the kids' backpacks, as Arambor was casually looking around, coming across his brother's college ID tacked to a town notice board against the wall. Tammy felt a void of energy quickly enveloping the entire area as a voice boomed through a crackled speaker.
Well, ain't you all just the cutest? I hope you do. I hope you stay.
And we all rolled initiative. Dun, dun, dun. I do want to clarify some little things. So on our Foundry map here, we have Jorthaniel is near the laptop on the floor as he was trying to power it up. Arambor is near the kind of town notice board where he found his brother's college ID. Mike and Selena are up in the corner. It's really Risa and Tammy. Where do you think you guys were in kind of this general area? You guys feel good about that? Feel good about where you're at? Sick. We are going to get into combat, friends. We had, just a recap, Risa rolled 22, Jort got 21, Arambor got 16, and Tammy got 14. Mike and Selena do have an initiative. They're at 10. And everything else we'll figure out as we go. How does that sound? We are at the top of initiative, round 1. This arcade is, again, in absolute shambles. Everything's kind of torn up and dark, and you see this massive animatronic stepping through the doors as Tammy feels this wave of less magic and more like the thing that was missing from this space is now rushing in all at once.
Well, hey there. I just want you to stick around, friends. Let's play.
And Raisa, you are up first. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and touch the crystal, which I would have taken with me. Is it even less intact now?
Your crystal, you mean?
Yeah, the one from my not trailer. The van I live in down by the river.
The really fancy
Yep.
van. The really fancy van that
It's
you
a
live
simple van.
in. I picture Raisa like tried to make it look worse than it is. Like it's really beaten up. Yeah. It for sure is in two pieces now.
Oh, that's not
The crack is completely broken through.
well. I guess that's that bad energy then. And I just sort of like crush the crystal in my hand somehow, just through the sheer force of will, I guess, and throw it up in the air. And I'm like, quartz, protect me. And it swirls around me, and it's going to activate my starry form and just kind of cling to me. And then I'm just going to be like,
Ooh.
and also fuck that beaver up. And I'm going to use a guiding bolt to hit it, in addition to the feature of my thingy. Starry form.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Your starry form. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Incredibly exciting.
All right.
Yeah, let's roll that attack.
So I'm going to start with the one for the archer starry form, and it's just going to be like bits of this crystal coming off and shooting straight at it. And it is just a range spell attack. I mean, it's a 15 to hit.
Ooh, 15 doesn't hit.
Okay, so it's just like it just goes to dust real quick. But then I will try again with my actual action with a guiding bolt.
Hell yeah.
I think I used that wrong. And that is a 16 to hit.
Ooh, 16 also doesn't hit.
Oh, fuck. And then I just duck behind this foosball table.
Hell yeah. You fire off two of these bolts of what does your guiding bolt look like? Using your starry form, describe what it kind of all does to Raisa.
So I'm like just kind of like glowing as though I went to a rave and got covered in glitter. And the attack from the starry form is just kind of like a coalescence of that, just like shooting out. But then, the guiding bolt is more like nature colors, like greens and blues, and it kind of just looks like the colors of the ocean a little bit.
Ooh, I really like that. Hell yeah. It even like hits the door behind Beverly Beaver, and it sounds like a wave crashing across the rocks as it dissipates.
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. We're gonna have to teach you a lesson. Maybe put you in timeout.
No thanks.
Is that it for Raisa?
That will be it.
Hey, next up, we've got our boy Jort.
Okay, so is there only the one, or is there a second one somewhere that I can't seem to see?
You might not be able to. All you can see right now is Beverly Beaver.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're in a bit of a sticky situation. And I'm gonna pull, like, part of my jacket and open it up, and there's, like a compartment in there, and I pull out, like, a stick of, like, dark black gum, and I start chewing it really rapidly and just, like, start, like, stitching it with my fingers.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use the ability of my Cloak of Arachne to cast Web on, I guess where Beverly Beaver is.
Very cool. Yeah.
But I'll do one other thing though. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my Steps of the Night to give myself a flying speed.
Whoa. That's rad.
Yeah, equal to my. We're in dim light, right?
Yeah, it's very, very dark in here. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
you all have dark vision, so it is dim technically, but yeah.
Okay. I get a dim light or darkness. I can give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed for a minute. So I'm gonna kind of. How high is the ceiling?
Probably, I would say a good 20 feet.
Okay. I'll go 20 feet up, 10 feet back, and cast a web.
Amazing.
Each creature that starts to turn the web needs to make a dex save. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it's in the webs, or until it breaks free.
Amazing.
Restraining creature can use its action to make a strength check against my spell save DC. Their breakout. So the DC is 16.
16. And that's on their turn, you said?
No, right now.
Oh, right now? Beautiful.
I sure hope Beverly Beaver is dexterous because that.
They're not. They're not real dexterous. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, they're stuck. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So they are
myself.
restrained, you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I am 20 feet above this foosball table. I guess the last thing is the cloak lets me climb on walls, so when I get up to the ceiling, I'll just flip over and be standing on the ceiling. That's all you got from me this turn.
That's so good. No, that's a lot. So we've got a 20-foot cube of web that just completely covers Beverly Beaver.
Oh, well, you shouldn't litter inside the arcade.
Is that it for or from George?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Next up, we have a layer action. What? Layer actions? The only
Don't like that.
thing
I actually don't really like that.
The only thing this is going to, the only people this is going to affect is actually just Risa and Tammy. I need you both to give me a Constitution saving throw, if you'd be so kind.
Is it the ick on the carpet?
Natural 19 for 24 over here.
Holy shit.
2 for a total of 7.
Brutal. Tammy does not make it. Risa does make it. Tammy, what happens is, Risa, you're kind of like down below, like, you know, trying to, getting cover from this foosball table. And then the players start twirling at an unnatural speed, and then wind starts like moving around this table. Tammy, you're blown back 10 feet. Oops, wrong screen. Who dis? You're blown back 10 feet and you land prone next to Erembor, is what happens with that layer action.
Oh no,
Risa,
not famous TV psychic Tammy.
Right, so you're fine. You succeeded, and nothing else happens around to anybody else. Speaking of Erembor, it's your turn.
All right. He will look down at Tammy and go, "Are you okay?"
I am. Thank you.
He will then kind of, you see the kind of like shadows around him kind of like come in closer to him, and he kind of grabs it all in his hands, and then little sparks of shadows start to kind of like hop off of it, and he's gonna cast Witch Bolt on Beverly Beaver.
Yeah. So that's an attack roll from you, yeah? Spell attack.
Yeah.
17 hits for 17 lightning damage, which is amazing.
He'll just kind of stay there to like make sure Tammy is okay.
Sounds good to me. You release this shadowy bolt that you were balling up, and it arcs out in jagged form and hits Beverly Beaver square in kind of the shoulder, because they're kind of looking towards the foosball table. And you see the sparks break across its body, and then electricity starts kind of sparking around it.
Well, that wasn't very nice. I don't think I'm in the need for a recharge right now, dearie.
It felt like it did a little less damage than you were expecting, though.
Okay. It will continue to circle Beverly. So shadows kind of like continue to make it eerier than it needs to be.
Now gloomed in this like dark electric
Yeah.
static that's covering Beverly Beaver. Tammy, laying on the ground, you see Aram release this kind of shadowy magic and hits Beverly Beaver, exploding off. Jort, your newfound friend, flew up into the air, is upside down on the ceiling. Rice is kind of nowhere in your eyesight, but you kind of spotted them beforehand. But you're laying prone after being blown back from the foosball table. What are you doing?
Well, I have seen a number of things in my days, but this is crazier than my bugs on a griddle. Young man, would you mind just like give me your hand, help me up, and I'll take half of my movement to get myself up off the ground. I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've been to one of these like little pizza places that I don't know if I can name the actual place. We'll say it's been a minute since I've been to
Beverly Slice.
to one of these things. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been to a Beverly Slice, but I don't think they've been acting like that. So I will call up some magic and some of that purple magic, and I will release a chromatic orb at 2nd level.
Very cool.
And we will say that will be let's all that fun fur on it. We're gonna go fire damage.
Yeah, let's do it.
I do have one thing to add that I just noticed for the web spell cast from my jacket. The DC is actually 13, but it takes up twice as much area. Also, the webs are flammable, so this bad boy's taking extra damage.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So it's 40 feet?
Apparently.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh. What are we looking at?
Only a 13, which I believe misses that 17 AC.
A 13 does miss. But
Does
you know
she
what?
potentially get advantage because this creature is restrained?
Oh, they are restrained. Oh, damn, they are restrained. That's a very good point.
Is that just melee attack?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it melee or ranged attacks?
Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
Yes.
I am going to swap out my 2 for the 8 that I rolled at the beginning of the day.
Ooh.
Because I am a divination wizard and I can foresee the future. And I could see that I was about to miss as I was throwing that. And so I made a slight adjustment and then it's on mark. So then that would be a dirty, 19 to hit.
And yeah, attack
19
rolls against
definitely
restrained creatures. Any attack roll against a restrained creature has advantage.
Yeah. So, Aram, do you want to roll another spell attack, if that's okay, just to see if you crit? So that was a 19 total.
I may not use my 8 if I actually had advantage.
Yeah. Roll again as well. And we'll see what happens there.
Okay, how about a natural 20?
Whoa.
There we go.
31.
Holy shit.
There we go.
And you rolled 29 damage originally?
No, that's the new with the crit.
Yeah, it's 3d8 damage, and you upcast it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a level 2?
As a level 2.
Yep. So you dealt. 7 7 is 14 is 21 is 29 damage doubled is what you just dealt.
Oh shit.
Which is no fucking joke. Jesus Christ.
Tammy still like got it, you know?
The old girl still got it. She just like dust herself off a little bit and like adjust her skirt and her business suit and Erembor, is that what it was? I hope you're okay with this, but I'm gonna take a few steps back and we'll use the rest of her movement to
the ball of fire roars out from Tammy, catching the web on fire, definitely. What does it say anything particular, Andy, if you be so kind about fire?
Let's see. Any 5-foot cube of webs are exposed to fire, burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in fire.
Ooh.
By Beverly.
Hell yeah.
And I think Beverly is technically unrestrained once those burn away.
Right. Do you want to roll that damage then? And we'll add that on top.
Sure. 5 points of fire damage.
Hey, bring it up to 63 points of fire damage to Beverly Beaver.
Well, hey, that's not too kind of everyone.
Truly, so much damage to poor Beverly Beaver, who's done nothing wrong. No,
Are you sure about that?
Okay. Fine, everyone. Gang up on my poor beaver construct who's just trying to help.
We really just got scared of like a construct talking to us. It like isn't gonna do anything.
Creepy robot voice.
Tammy, as you're kind of slowly walking back into this alleyway, into this aisle of the arcade, you see coming around the corner Maurice Moose.
No.
Well, hey there, Buckaroo. I think you're up to trouble.
Not Maurice Moose's turn right now, but you walked back far enough around the corner to spot Maurice Moose. Dun, dun, dun. Next up in initiative, that was it from Tammy, yeah?
Yes.
Beautiful. We've got Selena Snow and Mike. They're setting up their camera gear, so I'm going to do a public roll of one. That's the wrong keyboard. I'm going to do a microphone. I'm going to do a public roll of a luck check, basically, to see if Mike can get everything set up this round. He needs a 15 to get everything operating to start recording everything that's going on right now. Here we go. Mike setting up the camera, an 8. Brutal. Selena's like, Mike, we need this set up now, Mike, now, let's go, Mike. And she's like, has a little mirror out, and she's like, sadly, non-operational there. Beverly Beaver no longer restrained, thanks to horrific amounts of fire. The fire is still kind of like burning around on this web, and parts of Beverly are horrifically burned. It's like parts, it's all metal revealed on her skull, so it's a giant eye with like a metallic skull. Her, what's the word? Pigtail, is that right? Pigtail. Her orange pigtail is like on fire on the other side, with her fur just like matted and dark and burning. Beverly is going to Aram and Tammy. We're up to some shenanigans, and Beverly can't reach Jorts, and Risa's got some cover. So Beverly's going to move 10 feet down to Arambor and attempt, no, you know what? They're going to just attack you twice is what they're going to do. First attack with their multi-attack is... Ooh, come on, Beverly. An 8. An 8 probably doesn't hit. Second attack...
Thankfully.
Is better, I hope. Hey, a 23 to hit. You see this giant construct walking up.
I'm gonna have to put you in timeout, little buckaroo.
It makes like a giant swipe towards you that you get out of the way for, but then you don't expect Beverly's leg to come up and kind of just like kick you against the wall.
I'm gonna have to call your parents.
That's like does she get a vicious mockery for that?
Oh, right, I didn't even think about it. Next up, that's all for Beverly's turn. We've got Maurice Moose at the top of initiative, who is going to go 5, 10, 15. No, they can't do that. They're going to move down 10 feet, and they're going to charge straight through you, Tammy. I need you to do make a dexterity saving throw for me.
14 for a total of 18.
Amazing. I forgot to even write down. I'm going to say you succeed with that. Total of 18. That was short. Total of 18 definitely succeeds. I think I remember the DC in my head, but I didn't write it down for some reason. Great. Maurice Moose charges past you and you leap up against one of the arcade machines as it's like going off and making noises behind you. As Maurice Moose kind of stops in place.
Well, hey, I'm just looking to wrestle, bud.
That's it for Maurice Moose. We're back to Risa, kind of below the foosball table still. No more air is being emitted from the foosball table, but you're really not sure what that means.
Okay, and I can't see anything that's happening with this moose. Can't even.
You definitely are passive. You definitely heard it. Without a doubt, you heard stuff happening.
That sounds fucked up. I say as I'm finishing like a little looped video to put on social media that just says the vibes are bad, all caps. And I'm just like, poke above the table, look up, and be like, oh, don't worry, Erembor. Oh God. And I just like run over here. And again, as I'm running, like the dust kind of like coalesces around me and shoots around and tries to hit Beverly Beaver.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Oh, God damn it. That dice can go over there. That was a 14 to hit, so that just ricochets off of nothing. And then I'm up there like, oh, aiming's hard, man. And, oh, God, I'm like, I don't even want to shoot anything.
The vibes are rough.
The vibes are real bad in here. So I was just gonna shoot again, and now I'm just like trauma, not Draven. And I'm just going to copy pasta and be like, you know what? I believe in me. This time it's gonna work. And try guiding bolt again. And
hell yeah.
I have a plus 11 to hit, and it's just like I've been rolling not great.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I'm gonna roll it on this.
You guys are level 7.
No, that's not even doing it right.
Casual.
Okay, yes. 17 on the dice for 28 to hit.
Fuck and yeah, that hits.
That will be 15 points of radiant damage. And then they are just kind of glowing. The metal underneath them starts to glow, and the next person has advantage on their hit.
Attack rolls, hell yeah. Beautiful. So much damage.
And then I kind of like pause there and oh shit, I'm gonna move a little bit more.
Even though it is radiant damage, when you cast your guiding bolt this time, it fully goes through the metal frame of Beverly Beaver. And then you start to see like water pouring out of it, and you see part of Beverly Beaver just completely deactivate. Not out for the count, but Beverly Beaver's looking real bad, yo.
Yeah, bitch. And then I just run back over over here, and I'm like, "What up? How's that camera setup going?" That'll be my turn.
Mike's like, he's like, has a donut in his mouth, and Selena's like, Mike, come on,
you got
Mike.
Snacks, give me a donut.
Like, Mike's like, had you a donut. And they're from the Bethel house, so you know they're good. Next up in initiative, Jort, you saw your webs explode into fire and start slowly burning away as Beverly Beaver was cast in flame as you're upside down on the ceiling looking up at everybody. What's Jort doing?
I'll see Risa like tear through Beverly, like, you know what, that's probably a good idea. And I'm also gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Hell yeah. You have advantage on this.
I do.
Advantage on that guiding bolt.
Just at first level.
I will say, you probably can't see it on the map, but where you are, because Foundry doesn't do well with heights,
Yeah.
you can see Maurice Moose and Tammy and Erembor below you. If that changes anything, let me know, but...
I absolutely want to kill this
Sweet. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that you would have line of sight on all of the arcade, actually.
I believe, I'll shout down to Erembor, like, hey, you got this, or like, what?
Yeah, sure.
Sweetie, that didn't inspire confidence. I want you to like stand up straight, roll your shoulders back, and then say it again.
Yes.
Okay. I will turn to Maurice Moose then, and I will fire my guiding bolt.
Hell yeah.
So does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage. Amazing. What does your guiding bolts look like?
I take out like a retro kind of looking like laser tag gun that's like attached to something in my jacket, and like I load it with something and I just kind of like aim the laser at him and fire, and there's a sound effect, and then there's like a big blast of like neon like rainbow energy that shoots out and hits Maurice Moose.
Very, very rad. Incredibly rad. You see, like, peering around the corner of one of the arcade machines, you see what you're familiar with seeing that no one else can see. Mooney peers around, who also is wearing a laser tag vest and has a laser tag pistol. Like,
Ah, you almost got me, man. Yeah. This place is rad.
It sure is something, huh? Maybe when we take care of business, we can check it out a bit better.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll use my bonus action and click my heels together to gain double movement speed with my boots of speed.
hell yeah.
I think they're Heelys. The Converse are Heelys. And I'll just slide across the ceiling.
Amazing.
Oh, I hate this for Erembor.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Okay, yeah.
Maurice Moose taking this very vibrant laser beam.
Well, hey, you shouldn't be pointing guns in here, only at the machines, buckaroo.
Well, what you gonna do? Confiscate my gun?
I might have to call the authorities.
And is that it for our boy George?
That's it for me.
George.
I might move 10 feet back just to try and maybe like go with him this way.
For sure. Next up is layer actions. I need Jort to give me a dexterity save, and I need nope, this isn't a dex save. This is just an attack roll.
Okay, so do you need a dex save from me or no?
Yes, sorry, yes.
Okay.
And
See if I have any weird resistances dex saves.
Tammy, what is your AC?
It is 16.
Ooh, you're transfixed on Maurice Moose, just charging past you. And out of the corner of your eye, the claw machine arm raises up and jabs through the glass at you, but you manage to get out of the way and not get hit by that. What was that dex save, George?
The Furbies are coming for us next.
Don't say that. Oh god, where do? Oh, unnatural 20.
Oh, hell yeah. The game below you is like this space shooter game, and all of these like little pistols raise up in the air and start like firing off across the ceiling next to you, but you catch it in time to get out of the way as you're kind of hovering around up there. Beautiful. And I think nobody else is in range of anything else any other shenanigans I have going. Erembor, it is your turn after seeing you're kind of not flanked, but you're definitely being encroached by both of these really horrible construct monstrosities. Maurice Moose, wait, both of them have advantage, I think, right? For the next attack? I think they both got hit by guiding bolts.
Yeah.
So no matter who
So
hits
either-
anything.
Okay. You'll all see kind of Erembor click off his flashlight, and the shadows around Beverly begin to kind of form a hand, and then you see the hand split into, I'm gonna twin spell Chill Touch on both of them, and both of the hands kind of like scrape down their backs.
Ooh, amazing.
Okay, first one is a 19, does 10 points of necrotic damage to Beverly.
Amazing.
And then the second one, oh boy, good thing there's an advantage, huh?
Yeah, you got that
gross.
advantage. A 14 just misses Maurice Moose. You're off by
Okay.
1. But Beverly Beaver, Erembor, as you cast Chill Touch.
Can I help Erembor with the chill touch on Maurice Moose a little bit?
Yeah, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna see that and be like, come on, Erembor, you got it. And then it's just like, as they're like, the hand is like coming down and like just a quarter of an inch away, it just like all this like silver from the rock like goes around it and just pushes it. And it
Hell yeah.
will add to that.
No matter what you add is
yeah, it's
is
gonna
a
add at
success.
least 1. It's a D6 roll.
yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Hell yeah. So you hit with both of those. That's going to be 8 for Maurice Moose. Chill Touch doesn't seem like it would have done as much damage to Beverly Beaver, but it was enough to take it out. Erembor, what do you think it looks like when you take out Beverly Beaver?
I think the hand just like rips the animatronic, like the shadows just kind of like split in a claw-like manner, the animatronic, and she just kind of like falls forward. And I feel like the shadow would come around and like snuff the braid out.
Amazing. Yeah, you completely rend Beverly Beaver. 8 damage to our boy Maurice Moose. Beautiful. Beverly is rent on the ground there. Anything else from Erembor?
Nope. That is
Oh.
all me.
From the other side of the arcade, I'll shout, "Hey, there you go, you got it! With confidence!"
Yeah.
Tammy, you are next as you kind of just are reeling from almost getting impaled by the claw game that's to your left. What are you doing?
Well, I think I don't like being in this close to these claws, so I'm just gonna start by maybe moving back 15 feet.
Oh yeah.
And then let's say we'll go ahead and we'll do a mind sliver at Maurice Moose, which I believe I have advantage. That just at
The advantage is gone now.
Oh no, that's a save. Sorry.
Oh, it's safe.
So I need Maurice to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, our boy. Oh, that was an ability
That
check.
would fail.
That's. I mean, it would have been 1 less. It would have been an 8.
That would still definitely fail. So it takes 7 points of psychic damage,
Ooh.
and also until the end of my next turn, it will take subtract a D4 from any saving throw.
Amazing. Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna move over here. next to this basketball machine and probably going to regret it the next time there's lair action, but this is fine.
Amazing.
It's not the first time there's been balls flying near my face. Sorry.
Oh, Tammy. Beautiful. Yeah, you caused this horrific mind sliver against Maurice Moose, and you see it like twitching and turning now. Not even communicating any longer. It's just like short-circuiting in place. As when you reach out with this mind sliver, dealing this psychic damage, you kind of just like for a moment, everything in the arcade is gone or is dark. These dark walls are still around you, and there's like this cold like wind blowing, and you see some figures off in the distance, and even the sky above you is like this dark purple with like these fractures going through it. And then as soon as you kind of are like, what the fuck just happened, you're back in the arcade, backing up towards the basketball hoops. That is it for Tammy. Selena, Snow, and Mike are up. They're going to once again try to see if Mike can get this camera going. Just needs a 15. He just did it. The camera is rolling. Selena Snow is in front of it. I'm here at the Null Shore arcade, long abandoned. Kids have gone missing. These constructs behind us have come to life. And Selena gets out of frame and starts like narrating from the sidelines as Mike is like zooming in on Maurice Moose, who's just like twitching and freaking out. Arambor is like next to this slightly burning, cut up construct. Hey, they succeeded. They're filming. They're doing stuff. Beverly Beaver's gone forever. This thing doesn't matter. Maurice Moose is up next. Arambor is right there, so they're going to move over one space. Yeah, they're going to use their multi-attack. They don't have enough room to charge at you or anything like that. They're going to multi-attack. The first one is going to be...
one of them's going to be a 2.
Oh, hell yeah. You know, that's great that you did that, because it would have got real bad if this had to hit. Maurice Moose is twitching and reaches up its leg, Arambor, to just kind of like stomp at you. What does Tammy do in this moment to kind of change this?
Listen here, you ugly little, well, you're not really that little, but you Disney knockoff. You're not even a Disney knockoff. You are the dollar store version of a Disney knockoff contraption. Leave that young man alone.
Amazing. Maurice goes to kind of bring its foot down on Aram, and then it just stops in its tracks and its head turns around.
We don't play kindly to copyright infringement around these parts, buckaroo.
Misses with its attack. Its second attack, which would have been at advantage if other things had to transpire. Second attack against Aram, I'm sure I clicked the wrong button there. I did. Is going to be a natural 1. It goes to headbutt you, Arambor, and you just kind of duck out of the way just in time, and it cracks into the town notice board behind like the glass and everything, and the glass shatters and its head comes back up with like spikes of glass sticking all in it. This black ichor is like pouring out of its mouth and like out of its eyes.
I think I need to recharge.
That's it for Maurice Moose. Risa, at the top here, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm just like, kind of stuck to the floor, and I just like unstick one foot, unstick the other, and kind of step like halfway, all the way into frame, but like a little halfway in front of Mike and go, you want to see something really fucking cool? And I just take a huge hit of my vape pen and blow it into the camera so that he's not going to see any of this. And then I just like turn around and like the crystal energy fires off. And that'll be son of a nope, that will not hit as usual. Just kind of like
what'd you get?
14.
Oh, one off, yeah.
And then I'll just be like, well, I can't fuck up any worse, and just try and guiding bolt again. For a natural 20.
Oh, holy shit. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that just double on the dice? Is that what we do?
Double dice, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The regular thing, the normal thing.
So it'll be 26 points of radiant damage.
Right, so what happens when you take out Maurice Moose?
So after the crystal energy fitters out, I'm just kind of like, concentrate. Energies around me come together. And it just like fires off and just goes inside of him, and his arms just kind of fall off his body, and he just kind of crumples to the ground.
Hell yeah. Amazing. With that, we are out of initiative, friends. Selena Snow, like her back like hits up against the an arcade machine. Tammy, oh, did you get hit, Tammy?
No, I don't think I took any.
No, I don't think you did
during
it.
that.
Okay. So we won't make concentration checks. That kind of feeling of emptiness being filled by this like energies kind of starts dissipating again now, like the ocean receding sort of, and you kind of are still feeling a bit odd after kind of seeing that when you kind of reached out to Maurice Moose, that kind of psychic vision with Maurice Moose of this dark kind of mirror of the arcade where everything was kind of empty and gone. Erebor, you're surrounded by constructs.
Yeah, he's just staring at them, and he's gonna bring his flashlight to his face and flick it on.
Erebor, as you're like flickering the flashlight, you start to like look around, like kind of clicking it in places, and parts of the arcade look different. The part, like the floor near both Beverly and Maurice is like this, no longer this kind of weird 90s space vibe thing, carpet that they have down in the arcade, but it's like this, in parts, especially near them, this black slate ground that's almost impossibly black. You see some entire game machines that were nearby are completely gone. Not all of them. Some of them just look like they've been cut straight down the middle, and a portion of it is missing, revealing like half of the innards of an arcade machine. Some of the walls around you also look completely like this charred surface. From where you're standing, it looks like you haven't seen a surface this dark as long as you can remember. It even stands out compared to the shadows in the darkness of the arcade. It's somehow darker than the shadows, even despite the sick-ass shades that you have on right now. Looking at this blank slate of a wall, once adorned with broken lights and strange 90s arcade wall patterns, you almost feel like you can see through a portion of it. Kind of this, almost like it's a barrier and not a wall. Off in the distance, you see something moving as you're kind of now squinting at the wall. Completely cloaked in shadows, your view through this strange portion of the arcade feels blurry or like foggy potentially. And then this figure that you can kind of make out through this portion of the wall turns and looks in your direction. Its body shifts to match its gaze, and it just begins a dead sprint towards you, getting closer and closer. It leaps and slams into the barrier from the other side and stumbles back. and then leaps and slams into the barrier again and stumbles back, leaving it unbroken, unchanged.
He will fall back if that happens, like away from
The wall.
the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fall back, and you see on the opposite side, it slowly gets up and brings itself to the wall, placing a hand on the opposite side. And the shadows lighten up just to make out, to see some kind of features. It looks a lot like your brother, and he mouths, Erembor. And that's where we're going to end this session of Stories from the Shore. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
Tomfoolery.
Shenanigans.
So many shenanigans.
So many shenanigans. Friends.
Literally my face during the whole thing.
Can't wait to screen or edit that with the screen cap of just your face full screen. Friends, hey, a little arcade fight, a little battle in the arcade, duking it out with Beverly Beaver and Maurice Moose. In true form on No Fame, my baddies usually turn into stormtroopers no matter what I do to them. So here we are. You guys had some incredible stuff, amazing skills, and some really good rolls with a lot of nat 20s, which is beautiful. We love to see it. We're going to end the session here. And, outro. We'll end the session here at this point with Erembor's family member trapped behind this strange barrier in the arcade. Very spooky. Why don't we go around and say where people can find all of you lovely people on the internet? We'll go in maybe reverse order if I remember. Jess, what about you?
Oh, hey, it's me. Hi, I'm Jessica, Dr. Psych Owl, except on Twitter where I'm Dr. Psych Owl TV. You can find me, I missed it by literally a day. Anyway, you can find me over on Gut Punch RP where I DM, play, also am the founder of that channel and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. Grayson.
Hello, hi. You can find me on most social media places that you can find people under Captain Grayson. I also am a bard over on the Charisma Saving Show, so you can go check that out if you want, for chaos and fun times. And yeah,
all of those things. All of those things are appropriate. Andy.
Hi, I'm a hero of hearts on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I think there's something else. TikTok? I don't really go on there much. But I'm the Dungeon Master of the Charisma Saving Show, and I also sometimes cosplay. So yeah, you can find me in those places. I believe that's everything.
Amazing. And Kai.
Hello, I am Kai. I am Kyola Cosplay, various places on the internet, mostly over on Gut Punch RP, playing small vampires and what have you. That's it.
Hell yeah. And hey, you can check out No Fame right here where you're probably watching this or listening, maybe if you're on our podcast, because it's going to be there too, or it is here right now if you're listening. The future is weird.
Slowly turned into Beverly, and I'm not sure why. She is possessing you.
You can check out the No Fame podcast wherever good podcasts are found.
Check out Tall Tower, our high fantasy D&D 5e tower crawl run by Sinead, who tries to kill us. The lore lately has been unreal. I've been so stoked and taking all kinds of notes because it's so good. You can check that out. That's our ongoing main series. We're putting a pause on Suede Runner because it's summer. People are busy. And so we're going to focus on the thing we should be focusing on, which is our podcast. So we'll come back with Suede Runner at some point. Other than that, I think that's it, friends. Thanks for hanging out this session, and we'll catch y'all later. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Thank you so much for listening to Stories from the Shore. Please be sure to check out our amazing friends who kindly offer their time and energy for this collaboration. You can catch Gut Punch RP live with weekly streams over on twitch.tv/GutPunchRP or on their Twitter @GutPunchRP. You can check out Charisma Saving Show with their bi-weekly shows at twitch.tv/Charisma Saving Show or on their Twitter @CHA Saving Show. You can find all things No Fame at nofame.ca. Follow our social media, come hang out with us, chat about all things nerdy, and get involved with game nights on our Discord. Or you can support our endeavors on our Twitch, Patreon, or Ko-fi. Neat. The best way to support any of the people you see here is to simply tell your friends. That's right, you can cast Power Word Gossip as a free action. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will catch you later on. Intro music. Da-da-da. That's it. And that's where I copy and paste something. Friends.
Just the Law and Order.
Exactly. We're going to get sued. We're going to get copywritten struck. The DMCA'd.
What you do?
We're
okay,
gonna go deal with law and order.
Yeah.
You do the Law and Order ding dong, but the last one is the Taco Bell. Like,
Oh, yeah. Double down on getting sued. That's what.
Not one company, but two.
Yeah.
While we're at it, just wait. We'll piss off Disney.
Yeah, may as well, right?
perfect.
You know what? I'm pretty sure Disney owns Law and Order at this point. So.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. Hello, everyone.
That's our new edit.
Oh,
No, wait.
I'm taking down that one first.
Mickey Mouse.
There you go, yeah. That was really good.
Once.
God, I'm too warm already. We haven't even started.